Wow, what an amazing view! And we can even see some Kaholosaurs here and there. Hey, why don't we try to get a picture with one or two of them in the wild? Well, they're so cute. They probably won't do that. Right? Huh? What's happening over there?
Help! Somebody help us!
Ah! Wild Kaholosaurs are actually biting people! Yeah, those two are in trouble!
Get back!
Don't panic! Just hang in there!
Finally! Someone's coming! Please help us!
Judging from your clothes, you must be scholars from Sumer.
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra.
Don't mention it! Handling these sort of...
Still, it seems that all the Kaholosaurs just ran off.
Capture one alive?
Correct. Say, I can see you are very skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use me?
Apologies. Varamdra has been hyper...
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs and... Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter, approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the springs...
A mysterious island?
Yes.
Are you...
Some proposal?
Then I suppose discussing it any further will just... Oh, all right. You did rescue Kari.
A little awkward?
We should move on, Kari.
Yes. Thank you again.
That's all right. You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day. But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious island that lady... Yeah, who knows? There might be... After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk... Oh, you're right. Time's ticking, but the real question is... that's an idea.
Show me your move!
Good fight.
I'm going in!
Tide rises! Yeah!
Watch out! The tide crashes!
Let's
Fire!
finish this next time.
With rocks. Hey there! You're... Ha!
I'll keep this close. Bring it!
Someone looking for me? Oh, why, if it isn't the... So what brings you here? Do you need help with anything? We want to visit the mysterious island. The mysterious... is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a legend. Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet. Then allow me to explain. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Natlan. He discovered many deserted domains and found countless treasures. But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way, but he persevered and managed to reach the destination. The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island. Since then, many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. After all, to find the island is to find riches and glory.
Oh, that makes sense. So could you tell us how to get to that island?
Oh, Paimon gets it! This is like a big secret for the people of the Springs, so you can't just tell anyone, right? On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend and the clues needed to find the island are all already known to the public.
Oh! Well, then what's the problem?
Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a favor. What do you think?
Sure thing! But what do you need us to do?
Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some details. I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that as the chief of the tribe, I was very ashamed to hear of this.
It's really hard to believe that could happen.
They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into spending a fortune for the sake of reaching the island. They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money as some kind of legal travel expenditure, so it's hard to use that to directly convict them. So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. Doing so would allow us to gather the evidence required to bring them to justice. The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is—
Oh, Paimon!
Exactly!
You betcha!
There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those. I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. So please use the Mora as needed.
No wonder you're the chief. Seems like you've already thought of everything.
I've marked the location of the scammers on your map.
Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer.
Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. But how should we lure those scammers out?
Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar looking to visit the mysterious island?
Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already. Oh, pardon. Is something the matter?
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists, brought here by the legend and looking for the island. Am I right?
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right. We were just getting ready to look for that island from the legend.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot allow you to embark on such a dangerous journey.
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious island, riches and glory will be yours for the taking. Be that as it may, the journey to the island is full of untold perils and dangers. It would be nigh impossible for any average person to reach the island. But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just so happens that our mission as guides is to help visitors avoid danger, find shortcuts, and successfully reach their destination. Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make perfectly clear. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by our ancestors are as enigmatic as riddles found on a lost treasure map. Only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly decipher the clues. Tourists who rashly embark on their own often wind up lost and encounter unnecessary dangers.
Huh. He actually sounds pretty convincing.
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So, what say you to having me as your guide?
So how much will you charge us?
Not to worry. I don't intend to charge any fees.
So you'd be working for free?
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious island is a great honor in and of itself, worth more than any amount of mora.
Smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe him.
All right, thank you. Then please guide us onward.
Of course. Please, follow me.
All right. Just a little longer. Watch out! I'm loving this treasure hunt. All right.
Are you two here to take pictures with the Koholosaurs?
Really? Can we?
Ahem.
Huh? Oh.
Shh.
Not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Koholosaur. My senior here is responsible to serve. Atta is highly respected among the tribe and is far more knowledgeable than other. Therefore, we must rely.
Really? But how do we do that?
You need only slowly approach Atta. Once Atta has confirmed your scent, they will provide their wise insight. But no need to worry. The ability to I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead you.
All right, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 mora per person.
Huh?
In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing.
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way.
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch.
Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking Kaholosaur. But if we can get a receipt, that'll be with that kind of evidence.
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a group photo of you two with Atta.
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man.
Remember, approach them slowly.
Don't worry. I will...
Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us at all.
You can also pose now if you'd like a photo together.
Okay.
Oh, Atta is already speaking?
Could you really get anything from that noise?
Of course. Like I said, only a guide like me can understand that.
Here's your group photo.
Any chance we could get a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here you go.
Please, come with me.
We still have a lot of the chief's mora to use. Why don't we keep a... Paimon's curious. These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched... With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd definitely...
But after handing over all that mora, Paimon kind of wants to see if he'll...
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered.
Oh,
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross, Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination. It's just...
You mean we're almost there?
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path after all the mora you spent, that wouldn't make me look like a good guy. Anyway, there's no... According to Atta's insights, this is the place.
You mean...
Yes, I've led you to the island just to...
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and artificial lights! Even we can...
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find. And who says a mysterious island can't look...
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, we were commissioned by the chief of the people of the springs to...
You sure?
Huh. Let's...
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were using fake names. You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused.
Now he's trying to get away! Let's go after him! It's the chief!
What's the chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you.
Convict me. How? They don't have any...
Sorry to say it, but he got it. Not to worry. Let's search.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me! That's my Mora!
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you let them here.
What do you mean?
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all...
You...
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora that should have been there. There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you take Mora from others by force?
You... Ugh. All right.
We have witnesses
Fine. Guess.
Woohoo! No wonder you're the chief of the tribe! I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop and think for a moment to see if he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why have...
That's a good point.
Speaking of, I can answer this question along with your previous one about how to get there. There is no shortcut to the island, and most people don't even meet the requirement to ever reach. If you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the springs, which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are...
There's a requirement?
Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the mysterious island should be like?
It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships.
And therein lies the key point. It's said that when the first chief set out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied the legend also mentioned that only those would... Therefore, the requirement to reach the island is...
So that's the key.
From what I can see, you and Paimon are... But, unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else, then I'm afraid you could probably never place your lives in the hands of someone you met up...
That's true.
But don't feel discouraged. I believe that this beautiful land, whether it's remote islands or ancient... And let me tell you a secret. The elders... Or maybe... No matter.
Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily.
Oh, I can understand. I won't stop you if you're...
A guide we could trust with our lives? Oh, who knows when we'll meet some... Oh, we could go find Mualani!
It appears you've already made up your minds. Then,
Okay, bye-bye.
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming floaters here.
But why? Black floaters look really cool.
May I ask whether you've had some bad luck lately?
Well, yeah, sorta. The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Koholosaur. I nearly drowned. Which is why I want to buy some new ones.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Nightwind about this once. Black floaters bring bad luck.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found yourself overheating? Maybe even suffering a little heat stroke?
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been feeling.
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. According to the I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see...
You'd really do that?
You got it.
Ahem.
Well, hello there! If it isn't the Traveler in Paimon.
It's been a while, Mualani. Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true? Do pink and blue floaters really bring good luck?
Of course. I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was wearing blue floaters, a group of Kaholosaurs came to the rescue and brought her back to shore.
Whoa, for real?
But let's get back to why you're here. Are you looking to buy some water sports products? Come on, don't be strangers now. I can give you whatever you need. You are...
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to go?
We want to visit the mysterious island from the legend.
A trip to the mysterious island? Oh.
Do you have any concerns, Mualani?
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Yep, your chief has already made that pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide,
Well, then I'll have to explain some things to you first. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle New, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe. But apparently, even he has never successfully reached the island. With a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. However, going to the mysterious island is different, and I don't know if I can guarantee that. But since it's you two asking, I definitely won't refuse. It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially agree to go on the journey.
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake for you, but it seems like we're actually asking a lot. Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a bunch of trouble just for the sake of finding some treasure. Mualani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for? Kolo just got back to the tribe. I heard he found...
Oh, Kolo's back.
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the tribe's first chief, he's the only other...
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. Sounds like this is... let me put up the closed sign first. Okay.
All right.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for yourself. As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense of duty as a guide, I brought them all back. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go alone. Indeed. Well, no wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200...
I wonder how much he...
Whoa, it really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him?
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a guide.
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be...
That's him, right? Do you...
Allow me to do the talking. You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I hope you'd be willing to consider.
That guy sure looks familiar. They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right?
A commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear...
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know. As long as the trip is a success, then the...
Oh? And where is it you want to go?
The mysterious island.
Just as Paimon thought.
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist.
You hear that? He wants to go to...
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm...
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing... I must reach that island. even if that means putting my life in someone else's hands.
Don't waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way to weed out those who do not have the skills to reach the island by themselves.
You...
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Even if someone were to trust me with their life, they'd just be another burden. Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine? That is what the many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this, only to end up bogged down by their incompetent client. How do you think I reached the mysterious island? I made it because I chose to go alone.
Well,
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway at best, which is a waste of my time. And a waste of your commission fees. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If that's the case, then you can find another guide in the tribe. For example... new student, over there.
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything nice she said about him.
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher. In fact, I'd say it's quite the opportunity.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle New taught me that...
I know. You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourselves, but still think that you have to follow the legend to the letter, waiting for a cumbersome client to find you before even trying to set off.
Mualani?
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for New, where's his proof? Why don't you wait until he's actually found the island before you start using his views to refute me?
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about.
That Ko'olo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against you, Mualani. Or maybe your teacher.
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh? Even the best guide in the tribe can't stop talking about him.
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
Of course not. Uncle New has also argued with Ko'olo before. I've already heard the same words, but it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as something super important and not to be taken lightly. I was really surprised when you asked me to be your guide today. After telling you about all the dangers with such a serious face, I didn't make you think that you're causing me trouble, did I?
Actually, Paimon did think about taking our invite back.
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part of what Uncle New... If you want a chance of reaching the destination together, you must first reach a consensus on the amount of effort that will be required. I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. But Uncle New has never been to the island, so Ko'olo always uses that to push us down. So, as Uncle New's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip to prove his skills. But
don't you have that chance now, Mualani? With the help of the renowned traveler and her trusty companion.
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start preparing right away. I've already had the plans for this trip.
Oh, it's that scholar guy.
Scholar guy? My name is Varamdra. Please, you...
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, and it's that lady too.
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since we've...
I'm Mualani. Just as for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've only just met, and I'm not...
Oh...
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things outside of my field of expertise. It's understand. We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you the usual In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide. And even if something were...
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal. Oh, don't tell me you think I'm the same kind of person as Ko'olo.
So you still refuse? Fine. Kariel, put the more for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Verandra?
Now he wants to go alone?
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone. Even my sweet mom would give me a harsh scolding if I ever let you do that.
I'm so sorry for the—
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, there is another solution. How about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern slope.
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from strangers into friends.
That's your plan?
Wonderful. On behalf of both Verandra—
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our preparations. Come with me. Laffa, I've got some business for you.
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
I know. It's just that—
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess whatever float—
I need a camping tent with all the accessories.
Another commission, huh? Just so you know, a full tent according to your standards is gonna be pricey.
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Ahem. Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon. We're not working together like this is a hired commit.
Oh, no. We're traveling as close friends who trust—
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment. We're ready, Laffa.
Your total—
Isn't that still a lot for you?
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either sleep out in the open, tired and weary, or simply spend a week's worth of pocket money and completely solve that problem. I'd say that's a great deal.
You call that a week's worth of pocket money? Are you rich, Mualani?
That's not important. We still need to buy some equipment from another store. Come with me.
Stay a little longer this time.
Afternoon, Uncle An.
You call me uncle, but I'm old enough to be your grandfather, you know.
Because you're still young, Uncle An. Hey, can you help me find something kind of rare? I can negotiate the price.
All right.
A record player. Specifically, the kind that's convenient to take camping.
Oh, that model is pretty rare indeed. I thought it'd be nice to—
Uncle An.
Just don't break it, okay? I'll even buy it back from you when you're done with it.
Thanks, Uncle An.
A record player? Does that—
Yep, and that's our next stop. Hey, Paka Paka!
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release a record of your own?
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but not today. I just want to buy a record. The one you've been keeping from customers. Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Masters of the Nightwind to release a record.
Whoa, then we could produce some really wild tunes.
Nice. That's the record also accounted for.
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind for some advice once, and apparently, playing this song at night is an effective way to...
Is that really a thing? Well, if it doesn't cost much, that's a...
You know how it goes, Mualani.
Deal.
Looks like Milani really is rich.
That should be about everything we need to buy.
What's wrong?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get the map to the island. Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. Well, not just it's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides must draw from... The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe. The copies were to be passed down to future generations, which brings us to today. The day...
Whoa. Hearing that is all...
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes...
That's right! Let's go!
Afternoon, Uncle New. I have a big surprise for you.
A surprise? Then you must be here to finally pick up the map.
You saw right through me as...
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. It's just that...
Huh?
Do you think that I'm still not ready?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. After all, the journey to the mysterious island is no easy.
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani will
Yeah. This time, I'll definitely be able to prove that Ko'olo is no...
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your minds, I won't try to stop you. It's just... Our mission as guides has never been to prove anything. There is only one thing we must do.
I understand, Uncle New.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good care of it. You must return it to me when you get back from the mysterious island.
Was this made with spinel fruit?
Right, which is precisely...
You really know me best, Uncle. All right. Traveler and Paimon...
Yay! Paimon can't... It's about time to meet up now. Let's head to the spot Mualani mentioned.
All right.
Traveler, Paimon! Over here!
You're here, Mualani.
Good morning, you.
Morning.
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as—
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring.
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Yay! First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh.
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mysterious island and set up this place. The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to—
Is there any theoretical basis to support that claim?
A theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an essential— Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about.
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be able to include it in my thesis.
Come on, everyone. Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments. Allow me to depart under your gaze and return under your protective watch.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a great adventure!
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the first clue.
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where many gather. Like a party. Let's try not to disrupt them.
Wow, there are a lot of Kaholasaurs here!
As expected, the first clue is related to the Kaholasaurs.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kaholasaurs. But when the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. It's a code that the tribe uses to indicate a herd of them, so it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding one.
You're a real pro at this.
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholasaurs don't like gathering.
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the Springs would know. It so happens that wild Kaholasaurs periodically gather in the— It's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season changes, unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan—
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away.
According to what I've deciphered from the map—
But to get there, won't we have to
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them. They're gathering together with their—
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Kaholasaur herd?
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, Karia has been attacked by Kaholasaurs before, but it shouldn't be a problem at all for me.
No worries. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you two.
Is that so? Then—
And now I understand how much you care. Follow me and stay close. Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholasaurs sure seem
Given you've already used the information provided by the map to deduce that the clue is in that—
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholasaurs. And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others'—
But on what basis?
Okay, so can we figure out—
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them. It'd take a while for me to come up with a—
Let Paimon think.
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholasaur herd. Even if we try to approach—
this is tricky.
Karia, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between
Me? All right. When Varamdra I discovered something very interesting. We thought that the Coholosaurs relied on their hearing to track their prey, but I'm not sure how...
Oh.
You can just call me Karya.
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage.
Found it! What's this?
The key to making our way through the herd. If the Coholosaurs have a keen sense of smell, then but this plant can help us solve that problem. We can apply the plant's extract to our body.
So, we're gonna...
Don't worry, it's also good for...
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy.
Perfect. Okay, let's try to make... Be sure to stay out of sight. What's that sound? Careful! Oh, it's just a young Coholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. How could there be so many here? We can't get through! Oh, I have an idea. Wait here. Come on! Follow me and stay close. Careful! Don't startle them. Follow me and stay close. We must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock.
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun?
But Paimon thought guides from the people...
Sounds like someone has been trying to...
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? It looks like some kind of drawing.
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the biological signals released. That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me try to...
So we've passed the first stage of the journey now.
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Coholosaurs off, then we never would have found this lead. Seems that...
Has he always been this way, Miss Karya?
He's just obsessed with his research. But
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct. I've proven my trustworthiness.
Yes, I understand. And I suppose that'll help.
Ululani really knows how to lead our group.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination.
Hard to tell. Paimon certainly doesn't have...
Aha! I got it. Though the lines are kind of rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the water and the land at Jadeskirt Knoll. Find our next destination.
Really? You got all...
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen too many maps. All right, break time is over. Okay, this is the place.
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet. The map seems to indicate there's a mechanism here that crosses the water. But I still need to...
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something.
If you have any suggestions, then please...
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit way.
That is a possibility. But I don't remember...
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in Natlan also use... Speaking of which, the spirit door's your...
Oh, I remember now. Uncle...
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my... Even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm fairly certain... Firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land. And secondly, there should be a high concentration of phlogiston. My research indicates that the Spirit Way was originally a natural phenomenon. Therefore, the area must contain many potential Spirit Ways, and the dragons who lived here in ancient times may have left behind some devices to...
Oh, amazing.
Now everyone's contributing.
You flatter me. If my theory is correct, we should already be very...
All right. Then let's start searching for the dragon's spirit door.
That's just a quick and easy name. I won't be able to include it in my thesis. Given the dragons used the device long before the humans, we should stick with a name that references no human concepts. Calling it a phlogiston node would be much more appropriate.
Then let's start searching for the phlogiston node.
If I'm not mistaken... Look that way!
Whoa, it started glowing!
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. But according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston.
I'm so happy Varamdra...
Now, how to control the phlogiston node?
All right.
What's this?
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight.
Rumble apart! Starball!
Paimon sees it! Oh, but it's way up high. We'll need to find a way up there. We found...
Great work, everyone! Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing.
Is there something...
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. But also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and switch between different phlogiston nodes to change the path of this. If we don't operate the nodes properly, then the people on...
Isn't that super...
In theory, the process should be very safe, but only if the...
Do you think you'd be able to operate it? I just tried.
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of information. Huh? But in theory...
If Verandra can control it, then that also...
Okay, but
After all the adventures she's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
all right. Then it'll be up to the Traveler to stay here and operate the phlogiston node. I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes. Just make sure you quickly head to the corresponding node, and we should make it safely.
Wait, but handling it this way...
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water. I'm pretty good at swimming, so...
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast!
Do you still remember the promise we made before we... Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two...
Alrighty. Please be careful. Please be careful.
Carving waves! Now switch to the spirit way on the right! Please, activate the next node!
Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. We did it, Mualani!
The path ends up ahead. Switch to the next spirit way. Traveler, get to the next node!
Got it! Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. Mualani, we've taken care of the final node. Please be careful.
That was perfect.
You're amazing, Mualani. There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was over.
I'm confident I could do it all over again.
Oh no, you're right.
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge.
In that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance.
Do you hear that?
The weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in the water.
Yes, we need to get to higher ground and take a look. Look over there!
Whoa! There's a giant whirlpool over there!
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh? What do you mean?
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility.
No way!
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you...
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from the map, or the direct... Everything points to the path ahead.
And what if you're wrong?
Parandra.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. Unfortunately, the spirit ways must have affected the nearby bodies of water, and at this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day again. Don't you think that sounds more... So, our goal should be the shallow waters. If we enter that vortex, the undercurrents will drag us to the bottomless of...
He does seem to have...
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment, but I still...
Then it seems like it's time for our collaboration to...
But didn't we all agree...
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot deny it. Even...
No, I refuse...
You...
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in the worst...
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning. You're not my guide, and as...
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together as a group. If you were to leave now, we'll all be hit with bad luck. How about this? You and Karia wait here. We'll go first, and I know you like to explain everything with theories and logic, so let me build my case first, and then I'll come back to...
Well...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get going.
Whoa. The massive whirlpool is up ahead.
Do you also think that this is a reckless decision? It's okay. That's completely normal. This is just how it is to be a guide. The tribe's experiences past... This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But although I'm pretty convinced that all the leads we have collected are pointing us to the world... If the scholars still choose to reject my plan, the same goes for the two of you. You are the commissioners, so if you... The good news is that I know the way back to the tribe very well.
Mualani?
Traveler.
That's right. You've tripped. Besides, it's gonna take...
Aw, Paimon.
All right. Let's investigate this world. Matters of luck aside, he definitely knows a lot about geography.
I know, it's just that we can't see much from here.
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon or does...
You're right.
Maybe that means we need to hurry.
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Karia? What are you...
I tried to persuade him, but he said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. But after he took a few steps, the water suddenly began to surge. I'm not much of a swimmer, so
Oh, why did this have to happen now?
No time to hesitate. I'll get in the water and rescue him.
Parandra, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Oh, didn't I tell...
Judging by the changes in the water, it's just...
Right, who knows if we can make it back?
Seems we missed...
Why would you give up on such an op...
How can you say that? It's already bad enough that you had to be left behind. Do you think I'd let anyone in my group drown?
I'm really sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karia. I think if I reactivate the note, the only problem is that it's already getting late now. And we've been on the move for a whole day.
Now that you mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry. Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very...
We have plenty of tasty things to eat.
Is this the spot? Let Paimon and the Traveler help set up the tent.
Go ahead. I'll take care of the fire. Oh, and here's a little camping tip. It's best to set the tent upwind from the campfire. What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect for camping.
Mm-hmm. It really hits.
Karia helped out quite a bit, so she deserves some
No. I'm just...
What was that sound?
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on. Listen. Not bad.
Wow, so it really works! Paimon thought you were...
My parents told me that most of the valuable experience from our ancestors is hidden in
Guess that?
In a sense, this trip to the mysterious island is also a custom left behind.
Yeah, Paimon would like...
Even though I've heard my parents tell stories, it's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan. And even the first person to become friends with the Kaholosaurus.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah. There isn't a place in Natlan that he didn't visit. Even the most remote parts bear his footprints. Even now, no one has even come close to his reputation and status as a guide. His trip to the mysterious island is the most legendary of all his accomplishments. But oddly enough, after returning from the mysterious island, he laid aside his yearning for adventure and chose to settle down. That's how the tribe was founded. It really makes me wonder what the journey meant to him. A camping trip shouldn't be this stuffy and quiet. Everyone needs to help make it more lively. How about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party.
If we're going to go plunging into that whirlpool tomorrow, then wouldn't it be best to try to rest and conserve energy now?
Now's not the time to be a party pooper. You ought to agree to ideas from the one who rescued you today.
Yeah, she's right.
All right. So what do the rules stipulate for a bonfire party?
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any rules. Everyone just needs to have a good time. How about this? I'll ask everyone a question, and then we'll take turns saying what's on our mind.
Okay, sounds fun enough.
So, for the first question, what's the purpose of a journey?
Oh, we were just talking about this.
Let's hear everyone's ideas, and maybe we can figure out what the first chief was thinking back when he made the trip.
Paimon can go first. If you ask Paimon what the purpose of a journey is, it'd definitely be about treasure and all kinds of delicious food. And most importantly, it's about making the trip together with your companions.
Yes, I can't agree more. Okay, next person. How about you, Traveler? You sure are taking your time thinking about it. Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making it to Natlan, right? It's quite possible that your experience traveling is more than what I have as a guide. Why don't I circle back to you later? Next, let's hear what Karya has to say.
Me? If you ask about my travels...
That doesn't matter. This is a part...
All right. If I had to say what the meaning of a journey is before you reach the destination, you don't need to think about anything outside the trip itself. As long as you stick together...
Yeah, I get it.
I'm on too!
All right.
All right, if you insist. In my opinion, our goals and dreams in life are all in pursuit of what we call results. The so-called journey is but a path that leads to these results. So, the greatest meaning of a journey lies in managing to find the right result.
Not sure I completely get what you mean.
There's nothing difficult to understand. It's the same as the decision of your first chief. He must have discovered enough valuable results after visiting the mysterious island to decide that he should end his journey. Once you've achieved the results you want, any additional journeys would become all but meaningless. Before coming here, someone had stolen the results of one of my research projects. All that person had to do was sign his name on my achievements, and he was able to take all of the honors. All my effort vanished into the air as though it never existed. Do you understand now, Miss Guide? Without results, the journey is meaningless.
I sympathize with your situation, but
I don't need your sympathy. As long as I can reach the mysterious island and find the correct results, my pain and struggles will become just another insignificant part of the process. What happened during the day already proved that my theories were wrong, so I'm willing to trust your judgment. I apologize for our previous argument. I must make it to the mysterious island, and if I have to entrust my—
Was that actually supposed to be an apology?
Actually, there's a saying among the guides of the people of the Springs. If the goal of the journey was to reach the destination, then you should have never left the house to begin with. Because the final destination of every journey is your home. It would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if I were just taking tourists straight to where they wanted to go. It's my hope to also make everyone feel happy along the way to their destination. That is what I would truly call a journey. And that is my answer.
Just as you don't agree with me, I can't agree with your point of view.
I'm not too worried about that. After all, another purpose of traveling is to help people understand each other better.
What sort of logic is that?
All right, that's it for this round.
Huh? Paimon slept so well. Oh, Milani and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're up to.
Just in time. I was about to go look for you.
What the? You already caused the whirlpools to reappear again?
We're in luck. The phlogiston nodes were recharged by dawn. I had Karya and Varamdra control the nodes this time, and we were able to quickly unlock the mechanism. We were practicing all morning so they could get the hang of controlling them.
Oh, it seems after apologizing, you've already become trusted members of the team.
Is now really the time to be teasing us? Don't...
He's right. We should really hurry.
Even though we had this discussion yesterday.
You bet!
Okay, then let's go.
one accidentally swallowed.
I can't believe it. They're subterranean.
Milani was right!
Let's see where this cave leads. Come with me.
Let's ride!
According to the map, we need to head downward? Okay. Don't be afraid, everyone. Jump down with me.
Is that lava up ahead?
It appears these caves were formed by...
I see. Then the spirit altering the lava's flow created temporary holes which allowed us to follow the water's current and enter this underground space.
Are all scholars...
Hard to say.
But can there be an island in this?
It appears we haven't reached our destination yet.
Off we go. Carving waves! Whoa, what's that?
Let's keep going. We'll be able to... Watch your step. Follow closely, everyone.
Faster!
Heads up! These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks. Need a surfboard?
Ho! Ho! Ha! Ha! Ch! Ha! 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 Wah! Ho! Ha! Off we go.
All right.
Let's ride!
Careful! More falling rocks! Seems like this cave is...
What a maze! There's lava everywhere! Oh.
Let's look around together and see what we can find.
Very well. It wouldn't.
There are plants growing?
There's nothing unusual about that. This is spinel fruit. Wait, it is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit. It's the same as the one on this talisman.
Isn't that the talisman you're...
Yes. In which case, could Uncle New... I'll be sure to ask...
There's so much lava.
The lava here doesn't look very stable. I'm afraid we can't stay here for long.
From here, the light seems to...
A distant light. Wait,
Miss Guide, it seems Verandra has...
I've got it! Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That's where we...
Really?
I'm a scholar from the Academia Spontum. When I first heard about the legend, one exaggerated description I heard was that it's an entire island that shines like gold. What it was actually referring to was an extremely rare mineral known as vulcanite. Under certain environmental conditions, large amounts of lava are... Since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to accumulate. If I'm not mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be floating on the lava.
So you mean we really...
Rejoice! Even a small peak...
Really? Then let's hurry!
Wait, Paimon. We should head back now.
Why?
What are you saying?
This map is covered with symbols and riddles, but there's one thing that's written clearly. What you just said may be correct, but that golden place isn't the island that my aunt...
Are you joking?
But Mualani's judgment has always been right.
You thought I'm after treasure?
Oh, he's acting weird.
After my previous findings were stolen, I began a new area. As long as I can bring this ore back, my theories will be proven beyond any... To me, this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered completely meaningless.
As we agreed before...
Why? Are you wary of me? Now that we've confirmed that the legendary treasure...
She's not that kind of person, Varamdra.
The result is right before my very...
Oh no! He went running in! How can...
Not good. We must stop him.
Is it just Paimon or is the ground shaking? Where did these monsters come from?
These monsters. Looks like the lava here is becoming active again.
This guy, Varamdra,
He'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care of these monsters.
Is rising!
Varamdra!
Traveler, Paimon, please take care of Karya. I'll be right back.
What are you doing, Mual?
I can use my surfboard on the lava for a short period of time.
But that's way too risky! Okay then,
Carving way! The cave is becoming more and more unstable. I have to hurry. More falling rocks. Okay, watch this! Over there! Oh, looks like I'm just in time.
It's right there!
Look carefully. You can't get through the lava. You'll die if you...
Why don't I give up? Well, I might not be...
Me?
You have the ability to move over the lava. If you try, maybe you can reach the island and earn the highest... That way, you'll have the results you need to prove yourself, and even Ko'olo won't be... You want to know why I won't give up, but I'm asking why you'd give up such an opportunity.
The lava is rising. If I take this risk, then how will the others get back?
You...
Come with me.
No!
I've brought him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't seriously...
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
You're welcome.
No, I refuse!
Seriously? How can you be so childish at a time like this?
Verandra!
Whoa.
I've always believed that you're the most talented person I've ever met. Even if your research was stolen and you didn't get any credit, I believe that even if you won't obtain any results this time, you'll still... So... I won't allow my dearest senior to die here because of his own stubbornness.
Kari.
She's finally opening up. And it seems like she's...
Milani, the lava...
Don't panic. It seems like the trick that Uncle knew...
Where did all these Kaholosaurs...
No time to explain. Just get on.
Got it, got it! Paimon accidentally choked on some water again while riding the Kaholosaur.
Everyone okay? Let's take a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, we're all here. We escaped danger and made it back alive. That's what I call good luck. I think our fortune can only get better from now on.
Oh, really?
What's the point? We still didn't reach the mysterious island.
Hey, don't look so depressed. You'll scare our good luck away.
Actually, according to the map, we still have one more leg of the journey.
Oh? Then which way should we go? Wait, aren't we back where we started?
Come on, let's go to the statue.
So, what's the point of coming back here again?
Oh, here, look! Some...
Really? Let Paimon try!
Congratulations, Guide from the Future. You have completed a challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story. You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter. I chased results, facing countless dangers to prove myself. Time after time, I ventured where others didn't dare, never failing to bring back rare treasures. My fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied. So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary Mysterious Island. Another chance to prove myself. Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled with me all this time had grown tired of my nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to complete alone. But luckily, they decided to once again put up with my antics. Just as before, they came up with ingenious ways to help me move forward. They never let me down, even when I had to place my life in their hands. And they always trusted my judgment, even when it took a lot of courage. In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came for. But that golden glow was baiting me towards death. It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on and put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted. And yet, there was a chance I'd lose something even more precious. But don't worry. In the end, I made the same choice as you.
Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life. Perhaps the treasure I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to end my long journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure. To me, this is the real mysterious island.
The hidden inscriptions disappeared!
These must have been the words the first chief left.
In that case, the mysterious island from the legend is...
I remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the coastlines changed, allowing the island. The journey to the mysterious island starts exactly where... Yeah. I think
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava will periodically erupt. The principle of vulcanite formation implies that it will only appear at the start of fierce lava activity. This means that there's zero possibility of ever bringing the ore back. Are the results of...
Harondra.
Our journey is not yet over. As we agreed, please come back to the...
Fine. I suppose that would also...
Don't be so down. I have a feeling...
Paimon remembers now. There's still something in...
Bring it!
Mualani, it's good to see you again.
Uncle, I've completed the journey to the mysterious...
But you still have a question you wish to ask.
Yes.
Yes, I have.
If that's the case, then you've gone on the same journey.
Because...
A choice?
Did you notice that the hidden inscriptions on the stone tablet disappeared as soon as you finished reading them?
Oh yeah,
There's a special paint on the statue that would change color when it comes into contact with volcanic dust. Only those who have been to that underground space will be contaminated by the dust and be able to see the hidden metal. And this is the choice that the first chief left to us. If you choose to boast about your deeds, you will receive the highest honor, but the legend of the mysterious island would be destroyed as well. If you choose to remain silent, then the mysterious island will remain a legend. In the end, my companion...
Oh.
But not being able to tell anyone after accomplishing such a feat. People like
But have you noticed that Ko'olo, who claims to have been to the island...
What?
Right. Paimon remembers that Ko'olo said that he went to the mysterious island alone.
He deliberately recommended the client to find Mualani, probably because he thought she wouldn't be able to reach the mysterious island. As guides, we are not adventurers, let alone treasure hunters. The greatest responsibility, but in the process, we also gain much skill and experience at overcoming danger. Many guides gradually lose sight of their true beliefs and intentions in the process and end up becoming like Ko'olo. They end up becoming more like thieves who would rush to the other side of the lava lake regardless of the consequences, rather than good guides who would turn around. This is why the first chief left behind the legend and the map. To look aside from me, many other tribe members have also, so they've also made pacts.
You've all given up?
Sir, I've given up on merely one result. I haven't given up on everything. Given her talent and qualifications, Mualani was well within her rights to choose the top-ranked guide Koholo as her teacher, but she chose me. I believe I was able to cultivate such an outstanding student and witness her completion of the legendary challenge If instead of looking at one single journey, we look at my entire career as a guide, I'd say I have not returned empty-handed. What about you?
Karya? I've come up with a new...
You're the same as always, Varamdra. You always have to... In any case,
Karya!
Because you haven't prepared the proposal yet. Shouldn't you finish that first before recruiting assistants? How could you forget?
Yes, of course. I'll
But I've always found your proposals fascinating, so I'm sure I won't be able to turn you down this time either.
Karya, given that I have been presented with new evidence, I've come up with a very general theory. I can use the ideas. Perhaps the treasure I'm seeking has been by my side the entire time. No. To be...
I understand, Varamdra.
It appears this guest has also found his answer.
It seems he's finally put 2 and 2 together.
There's nothing to worry about. It's just like Karya said.
But it seems he's still as stubborn as before.
Now, it's your turn to make the choice, Mualani.
But, Uncle Nu, I'm sure anyone who can complete the journey to the island would make the...
Very good. Then there's nothing more I can teach you. Here, take this talisman again. You can pass it on to your student.
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye. You've taken great care of us throughout our journey. As thanks,
Then remember, the next time you come to visit...
Friends. I suppose we are theoretically...
Well, that's one way to think.
Then Varamdra and I will be taking our leave. I truly hope we'll get to see you all again someday.
Okay, bye-bye!
You're back already. So, as Nu's student, did you manage to find the mysterious island?
What are you doing here all of a sudden?
Well, I found something even more precious than the island.
You... Seems you really learned a lot from Nu about how to make yourself feel better. Huh? What? Why are you all looking at me like that? The elders of the tribe also gave me that same look. What's that supposed to mean? Nu, I've already proven that I'm stronger than you. I've been to even more dangerous places and found far more precious treasures. I've even been to the mysterious island.
Koholo, even if you had never been to the... But as for what we would deny about you, only you can...
Me?
So now, our trip to the mysterious island is a...
Yeah, but I have one more place I want to show. Bring it! This is the place. From what I've heard, if we take a group photo...
What made you think of taking...
Well, we completed our trip to the mysterious island.
You've earned the greatest honor for a guide. Yet, you can only walk away with a photo of your friends. You're pretty amazing.
Would you call it a sacrifice? I don't... After all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore. It's kind of hard to...
No, I get it.
So that's your answer, huh? To the meaning of a journey? It's a good one. Then let's make this group...
Yep, Paimon's ready!
3, 2, 1. Kaholasaur! I wonder when the next journey will begin.